Greetings and welcome to this video. I'm going to be doing a physical media / mostly vinyl haul. I have a hyper fixation with vinyl as a pretty little pastime of mine. I enjoy listening to music and collecting physical media and pop music, so this will be my haul of that. So the first one, I have more recently become obsessed with Addison Rae, and I feel that when the Addison album came out, I was like, and it just hit me recently. So I ordered the signed version of the Diet Pepsi single because I have been sipping on that Diet Pepsi in my mind. It was just, I did it, and I'm like, it was on Amazon, which I thought was interesting. You can randomly find signed items on Amazon, and I'm not mad at it, but it makes it almost a little too easy to engage with vinyl and get carried away. And then there's the CD. So I am having a come to Addison realization, and I've been really digging that. So those were the first two items that I got, were me coming to Addison Rae. This is the Tate McRae CD, which I don't know how I feel about Tate McRae, but this is the deluxe version. And I do like the song Sports Car, and I've not really engaged with Tate by choice. So I'm like, let me make the decision and go ahead and get the deluxe album. And so I am hoping to engage with that in the near future, and I will probably post about it. So if you want to see that, follow along. Now, Harry Styles. This album I thought was so fun, and when I first originally saw the thing, like this cover, I was like, this looks really interesting to me. I need to engage with it. And at first I did want the pink vinyl, and then it was sold out, and then everything was sold out, and then everything came back. Long story short, I did end up getting the silver one and the pink one. And I do have a random video of me pairing Disney Princess to each song on the album. So if that sounds humorous to you, feel free to check that out. And this next vinyl was a pre-order, and I do like how the back, like this box, has the people who make the vinyl's name on it, which is Mutant. And this is going to be a random one. It is Gilmore Girls, and so this is the cassette. And I believe this is like soundtrack music from the Gilmore Girls. So the la 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 la, which makes me excited. So I pre-ordered the cassette and then 2 vinyl. So there were 2 options for the vinyl, which were the coffee. And then I think one along the lines of being named Autumn Leaves, which kind of gave me the Life of a Showgirl, one of those variant vibes. So I felt unsure about it, but nonetheless, because I was hyper fixated, I got both because I wanted to I wasn't sure which one I would like, so I ordered both in a cassette. So Gilmore Girls was something that my sister and I watched together growing, like when I was younger, of course. So I like that as a comfort show, and I thought that the music could also be comforting and relaxing to me. I can hear the la-las already, so that is going to be fun to listen to that. And for this next one, I feel like I had honestly no idea what this was because I had forgotten that I had ordered it. And I think that is definitely a pattern that can happen when you start getting into this vinyl experience where you pre-order so many things and then boxes show up and you're like, what is this? Oh, this is that. That has definitely happened to me a lot recently, and it's kind of making me self-reflect a little bit and go, maybe I do need to slow down on this vinyl experience, because you see the bright shiny things and you get so many of them, and I want to be able to enjoy them. You can see that I'm struggling to get this one open. They took it seriously, and this one came from another country, so I believe that it did. Now that I'm saying that, I could be totally wrong, but I don't think this came from America, but it was a beast to get into. Like, I had to break a sweat to get this open, but I do appreciate when people take care when they're packaging the vinyl instead of being careless. So what this is, it's a signed version of Fancy Some More by PinkPantheress, and you could pick what you had her sign. Tell me why I put like the dumbest thing on there. I should have said, had her write sending love stateside, and I still think about that. But when I was doing it, I was in like a different mindset, and I was just like, I just need to complete this form so that I get it before it sells out. So I was just like, I'm just going to put something generic like sending love. I just needed to add stateside, and that would have been awesome. But you know what? I'm just happy to have this. I have been really into PinkPantheress, so I'm having many moments with her. Like, I enjoyed this album. I have enjoyed delving into PinkPantheress, and I am excited to have this as part of my collection, even though I wish I made smarter choices on the message that I picked for her to sign on the vinyl. But here's to hoping that I'll make a better choice next time on the next album, because I'm hoping there will be a next album. I'm having a brain freeze at the moment. I don't even remember what this is, which I said, this is becoming part of the problem. I've made so many orders that I can't remember what is what and what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. That was a reference to a Katy Perry song that people probably don't like. It's fine. So this is a cassette. Okay, that narrows it down. I don't remember what cassette, but I love cassettes. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, it's the Doechii cassette. Alligator. I almost said alligator teeth never heal. Alligator bites never heal. I've not listened to this album, so I was excited to get it on cassette and spin it there, and then possibly upgrade it to the next level like vinyl if I like it. The next one is a CD. So this is the Moroney CD, and I'm going to be honest, I fall for, if it is aesthetically pleasing, I become invested. But I did that on a lower scale with Moroney, because at first I was like, let me get a vinyl, but I'm trying to pace myself. I'm learning. You see, I'm like, I'm going to listen to the CD first. If I like the CD first, then I will consider graduating albums to vinyl. I'm going to try. This is another variant of the Harry Styles Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, and I'm happy to have multiple variants of this because I do really like the album. We belong together. It's just quirky and it's fun, and I'm happy to own that album. It's really my first Harry Styles album that I have listened to front to back. I am, of course, familiar with Harry Styles. Who isn't at this point? If you have ears and if you've been alive for the past decade, you know who Harry Styles is. So I'm familiar with his hits, but the latest one was the one I listened to front to back. This next one, I believe she's named Japanese Breakfast. This has been on my want list forever, and I wanted it to have for the spring summer vibes because of the fruit. But what intrigues me about this is the song Paprika. I heard the song and I thought it was so interesting, and I said I need to listen to the whole album, and I liked the visuals for spring and summer vibes. So it was a goal of mine to add that to my collection. so that I could have it for spring and summer, and I achieved that. Hooray! This is the CD version, which I'm excited to actually unbox because I think it's a book and I like to look at pictures. That gives me dopamine in my ADHD brain. And yes, the cassette. The cassette, in my opinion, sounded really nice. I've spun it. I've played the cassette already, and it's sparkly and silver. So again, dopamine vibes. I like to document my hyperfixations, and pop music is one of them. So I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing video, and this is a bonus. So this is a cassette that I had already unboxed, but it's Lana Del Rey because I've been hyperfixated on her and have been enjoying going down the Lana Del Rey tunnel. So until the next pretty little pastime.